Okay, so hi everybody. I decided to continue my top 5 series and I'm going to do blushes today. I'm not going out today, so I finally have some time to film because I've been out every single day. I worked this morning. I'm so happy to be home tonight because after today I'm going to be going nonstop until Friday. So, I pretty much could not narrow this down to a top 5 though because I have so many favorite blushes lately that I think I'm just going to talk about my favorite peach blushes and my favorite pink blushes and my favorite nude blushes. So I'm just going to put them all into, maybe I'll rank them somehow, but it's really hard for me to because I have acquired so many blushes lately and I've fallen in love with so many blushes that I'm pretty much not able to tell you which ones are my all-time favorites. Maybe these are my all-time favorites, honestly, but I just couldn't rank them. So I'm just going to jump right into them. It's really not in a ranked order, though. It's just literally like my first love. So this one, the first one is Benefit's Coralista. I had to do this video with including this blush, even though I don't wear it as much now. When I first got it, I wore it so much. This blush is beautiful for any skin tone. I think I'm just going to make this my favorite blush. It's not really a top 5 series because honestly it was so hard for me to narrow it down. But it's just such a beautiful peach blush and it has a beautiful sheen to it. These blushes are absolutely gorgeous and it works for so many fair skin tone girls. That's what it looks like. It's just a beautiful sheen, sheer wash of color and I absolutely love it. I also love how these smell. This is just a classic blush that most people own and it's a really amazing blush. So I think I'm just going to continue with peach blushes. I think the only other favorite peach blushes I have are these two. Another favorite peach blush of mine, it's actually not too peach, it's probably like a brownish peach, but it's so beautiful, is the Kat Von D Everlasting Blush in Bellissima. This blush is so beautiful. I wore it so much when I first got it. It was definitely one of my everyday blushes. Just look how beautiful this color is. It's just so super creamy. It swatches beautifully, and it looks like that on the skin. Again, it's beautiful. It's not too glittery. It's also not completely matte. It gives just a gorgeous finish, and it's not even like really glittery. There's like little tiny micro glitters that you can see, but it does not transfer to the skin, and it gives the most beautiful finish. This is definitely probably in my top 2. I think my top 2 are this and a Becca blush I'm about to talk about. So, but I'm just really just trying to go by color. I think this is probably my favorite blush I own. And then is the Becca Mineral Blush in Songbird. This blush is just so beautiful. It's been one of my favorite everyday blushes ever since I've gotten it. From the Vibe sale, I just can't get enough of this blush. And it's just so pigmented and so beautiful. It's definitely darker than the other two. This is Becca in Songbird. It's just so beautiful, so beautifully pigmented. Also gives a gorgeous sheen to the skin and such a beautiful finish. So this is probably my all-time favorite next to Kat Von D and another blush that I'm going to talk about that I've absolutely fallen in love with recently. So now I'm going to be talking about nude blushes, and I only own 2, but honestly these are probably the only 2 nude blushes I need to own. The first one is a recent favorite that I've absolutely fallen in love with. I'm wearing it on my cheeks right now, and that is the Urban Decay Afterglow 8-Hour Blush in Video. This blush is so gorgeous. Like, it doesn't look like you're bruised. It still looks like it gives me such a beautiful flush of color on the skin. I didn't reapply it before I shot this video because I really wanted to show you how it looks, and it's just so gorgeous. I really do love this blush so much already. It's so creamy. They're so easily blendable. This blush is so easily blendable and workable onto the skin, and it just gives a beautiful nude flush of color. It's right here. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I already love it. It's probably like the 4th time I've worn it already. And then another one that's a staple for me and probably for anybody, I actually might even like the Urban Decay more though. That's probably my favorite all-time nude blush. But this one is beautiful as well. This is the Clinique Cheek Pop and Nude Pop. I've mentioned this on my channel quite a few times. It's just gorgeous. I think it's so essential for an everyday look. And I've used it countless times already. And I love it. And I'm just going to swatch it right here. It's pretty damn similar to the Urban Decay. It's definitely, actually it's much lighter. I didn't actually see that. But see that beautiful sheen that the Clinique ones give? They're just so gorgeous. Like, they're not cream blush. They're not powder blush. They're like right in between. They're amazing. I really want to get more of these, but literally I have so many blushes that I don't need anymore. But I end up like still feeling like I can't use all of them, or like I use a lot of the same ones. It's like crazy to me that I still feel that way. And then the last ones I'm going to talk about are all pink blushes. I actually do have an all-time favorite. It doesn't really rank as like a pink or peach, but it's just one of my all-time favorites. So the first one I'm going to talk about is this Benefit Rockateur blush. Oh my god, this blush is so beautiful. I actually was so hesitant to buy this when I first got it. But then after I got it, I completely fell in love with it because I heard when you actually put this on the cheeks, it doesn't give the extreme amount of glitter that is in the actual product. It does not transfer to your skin. It's just, look how beautiful that packaging is. And I love these brushes as well that come in here. I use them to apply all of these blushes. They really are great brushes. And I'm just going to swatch it. It's just so beautiful. I really do love this blush. So it's right there. It kind of looks more on the nude side next to the nude blushes. Wow. But it's a really light, beautiful flush of color. I'm going to swatch it a little bit harder for you. It's right there. So you can see a little bit of pink. It's just like, oh, it's so gorgeous. I love this blush so much. Definitely one of my faves as well. I've just been such a blush whore lately, honestly. One of my all-time favorites is this Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Dollface. I wasn't going to include Tarte blushes, but I was like, okay, I have to include one because they are amazing. Just because I don't reach for them doesn't mean that they're not amazing. When I used this, I completely fell in love with it. It's just the most gorgeous pink color, and it's just like so beautiful. Like, Tarte blushes are so pigmented, so long wearing, and I just love them. So I'm gonna try and get a good swatching of that. So that is Tarte Dollface. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's right there. That's Tarte Dollface. It's still not really picking up on camera that well. It's right there. See that? So friggin' pretty. I love that so much. I really do want to wear it more often, so I'm definitely going to try and get more wear out of this when I do wear my pink outfits. Another everyday blush that I really love is the Clinique Cheek Pop in Pink Pop. This one is, again, such a beautiful wearable pink. It just like gives such a beautiful sheen. I just love these blushes, and they're so creamy when you put your finger in them. I'm kind of running out of room next to the pink ones. Wow, those are pretty similar actually. This is Pink Pop right here. It is actually darker on camera, but it's pretty similar to Dollface, but it just gives that sheen and that glow that makes it more wearable for every single day than Dollface. It's just so beautiful. Like, these are literally amazing blushes. Then another recent favorite, honestly, these Urban Decay blushes are amazing, and I love the 8-Hour blush in Obsessed as well. I've already worn this twice, and I really love how it looks. It's a very buildable blush. It does not look like a huge amount of pink on your face. It's actually really beautiful for every day as well. So I'm just going to swatch that too. So that is Obsessed right here. It's definitely much more pinky, cooler toned, and I actually really like that. So it's really pretty for every day. When I said before that it's pretty similar to Dollface, it's actually a lot more pink and even purpley in undertones than Tarte's Dollface is. So it is much more cool toned. If you compare the two side by side, it definitely, Tarte Obsessed does look different. It does look very much pinker. They still look pretty similar, honestly, when I'm looking at them, but this looks more purpley. So, but this swatches, I feel like it has more pink undertones. So, these Urban Decay blushes are amazing. And then my last pink one is the Becca Mineral Blush in Flower Child. Again, these are beautiful. This is more of a peachy pink, so that's why I'm kind of transitioning with this blush to talk about my all-time favorite. This is also beautiful for every day. Like, honestly, you can get away with most of these pink colors for every day. Let's put it down here. It's really more peachy pink, so, but you still see the pink picking up in there. It's kind of similar, it's very similar to Pink Pop, actually. It's just a little bit darker in tone. So that's, again, such a gorgeous blush. I love these. These are glittery, but the glitter does not pick up on the skin. Like, Becca blushes are amazing. Probably the only ones you really have to use a light hand with are these, because these are probably the most pigmented. But everything else you can pretty much go hard on, and you really can't. They're really buildable shades. You're not going to look like you got smacked in the face, but those two I definitely recommend you use a light hand. So then my favorite one probably ever. I've worn this so many times already. This is the Hourglass Ethereal Glow Ambient Lighting Blush. I think this is my favorite blush ever. I just think it's just the most gorgeous flush of color. But I mean, Video is pretty up there with Nude Pop as my favorite everyday blush to wear. But this blush is just so gorgeous on the skin. It just like gives a glow to your face. Sorry, my phone went off. I keep on trying to get in touch with my boyfriend today, and it's just like not happening, so it's just kind of weird. But this is not even like pink, and it's not even like, it's just like a really light pink when you actually swatch it, but when you put it on the face, it doesn't even look light pink like that. It just gives such a glow to your skin that I absolutely love it. And I would have included the other two Hourglass ones as well, but I wanted to narrow it down to my absolute favorite one, so that's definitely this one. So that is it, guys. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, CPW819, and my Twitter is PokerFace819, and let me know if you guys enjoyed this. So I'm just going to call this my favorite, my all-time favorite blushes, I guess. So thanks, guys. Bye!